It all started, as many stories do, with a simple moment. A moment that, in its unassuming nature, held the potential to reshape everything we thought we knew about life, love, and connection. It was on a crisp autumn afternoon, the kind where the air is sharp with the promise of winter, but the sun still casts a golden glow on everything it touches. I was nestled in my favorite corner of a local coffee shop, completely lost in the pages of a well-loved book. The world outside faded away as I journeyed through the story, oblivious to the quiet hum of the cafe around me. That's when Samir walked in, disrupting the comfortable rhythm of my afternoon. He paused just inside the doorway, a silhouette against the brighter light outside. Our eyes met across the crowded room, a fleeting connection that felt strangely significant. It was more than just a glance. It was a spark, instant and electric, a jolt that ran through me, leaving me momentarily breathless. I felt a pull, an undeniable magnetic force drawing me in. It was a curiosity I couldn't explain, a sense that something extraordinary was about to unfold. I had to know more. He chose a table by the window, bathed in the soft afternoon light, and began reading Rumi, his brow furrowed in concentration. The book seemed to glow in his hands. Summoning every ounce of courage I possessed, I decided to approach him, to break the silence and ask him about the poetry that held his attention so captive. That simple question, a hesitant inquiry about a shared love for words, was our opening, the key that unlocked a door to a world we never knew existed. We talked for hours, the afternoon dissolving into evening as we shared our thoughts and dreams. The cafe faded into the background as our conversation deepened. We spoke about dreams, the aspirations that fueled our souls, and the fears that held us back. We debated the merits of different cuisines, the comfort of familiar flavors, and the excitement of trying something new. We painted vivid pictures of cities we longed to visit, imagining ourselves wandering through ancient streets and soaking in unfamiliar cultures. I was Sarah, a girl from small-town Ohio, where life moved at a slower pace and everyone knew your name. I was raised in a Christian family, grounded in faith and tradition, with values that shaped my worldview. Samir, on the other hand, was from the vibrant, bustling metropolis of Mumbai, India, a city that never slept. He was raised Muslim, immersed in a rich cultural heritage and guided by the teachings of the Quran. Our worlds couldn't have been more different, separated by vast oceans, cultural divides, and deeply ingrained beliefs. But instead of barriers, instead of seeing our differences as insurmountable obstacles, our differences felt like a beautiful puzzle, intricate pieces that, when joined together, created a more complete and vibrant picture. We were fascinated by each other's stories, eager to learn about the lives we had led before our paths crossed. He shared tales of his bustling Mumbai, the crowded streets, the fragrant spices, the vibrant festivals. I, in turn, painted a picture of my quiet Midwest, the rolling fields, the friendly neighbors, the comforting silence of a starry night. We became explorers, venturing into uncharted territories of the heart and mind, guided by curiosity and a shared desire to understand. We were charting new territory in each other's hearts, discovering hidden landscapes and forging a connection that defied all logic. That first day, lost in conversation and captivated by each other's worlds, we saw only adventure, not obstacles, only possibilities, not limitations. As the coffee shop closed for the night, we reluctantly gathered our things and left, stepping out into the cool autumn air. We walked side by side, not as strangers, but as two souls profoundly connected, drawn together by an invisible thread of destiny. That first meeting, that chance encounter in a cozy coffee shop, promised to change everything, to disrupt the comfortable patterns of our lives and lead us down a path we never could have imagined. And it did. It irrevocably altered the course of our lives, weaving a tapestry of love, understanding, and acceptance that transcended cultural boundaries and religious differences. Our story began not with certainty, not with a clear roadmap of where we were going or how we would get there, but with possibility, with the unwavering belief that love could conquer all, that two hearts, no matter how different, could find a way to beat as one. Two worlds met, collided, and intertwined, creating something entirely new and beautiful. And neither of us would ever be the same, forever changed by the love that blossomed between two people from vastly different corners of the world. That was the day everything shifted, the day our lives took an unexpected turn, leading us on a journey of love, faith, and cultural discovery. As our feelings deepened, our differences became more challenging. My spontaneous plans clashed with Samir's family-centered routines. He couldn't grasp my independence. I was overwhelmed by his family obligations. Simple things, like weekend plans, became lessons in translation. We learned to ask, "Help me understand why this matters to you." These weren't arguments, but moments of cultural dissonance. Patience and empathy became our foundation. We realized love alone wasn't enough. Understanding was essential. Each misunderstanding was a brick in our relationship's foundation. We were two cultures learning to communicate, committed to the work. The magic began when we built a bridge between our traditions. Samir invited me to Eid al-Fitr with his family. I was nervous, but welcomed as one of their own. I learned to cook biryani, listened to stories, and felt woven into their celebration. Later, I shared Christmas with him. He decorated the tree, joined family traditions, and embraced the holiday with joy. We didn't just observe, we participated. Samir fasted with me during Lent. I learned Urdu for his grandmother. Each act wove our worlds together. Traditions became gifts of understanding, not barriers. We learned that sharing culture is an act of love. Our tapestry grew richer with every shared moment. In sharing, we found belonging in each other's worlds. Meeting the families felt less like a joyous occasion and more like a high-stakes diplomatic summit. The air was thick with unspoken expectations and the weight of tradition. It was a delicate dance of trying to bridge two very different worlds, hoping that common ground could be found amidst the cultural nuances and personal histories. My small-town family, rooted in generations of local history, was understandably wary of this new element I was bringing into their lives. They hadn't encountered many people outside of our close-knit community. To ease their apprehension, I shared stories of Samir's kindness, his gentle nature, and the genuine respect he showed for everyone he met. I painted a picture of the man I knew and loved, hoping they would see him through my eyes. At Sunday dinner, my dad's questions were tough, probing into Samir's intentions and values. He wanted to ensure his daughter was entering a loving and secure relationship. But Samir answered with honesty and heart, never faltering in his sincerity. He spoke of his dreams, his respect for family, and his unwavering commitment to me. By evening's end, the initial walls of apprehension began to fall, replaced by a cautious curiosity and a glimmer of acceptance. Samir's family, steeped in tradition and cultural expectations, welcomed me warmly into their home. But beneath the surface, their concerns were real, concerns about community, the importance of belonging and upholding shared values, faith, and how our different spiritual paths might impact the future. The weight of these considerations hung heavy in the air. His mother's words echoed in my mind. "We just want our son to be happy. This path is difficult, and we worry about the challenges you both will face." Winning over our families was not a dramatic overnight transformation, but a slow and steady journey filled with small steps and quiet moments of understanding. It wasn't a single event or grand gesture that changed everything, but rather a series of interactions, conversations, and shared experiences. We made a conscious effort to spend quality time with both families, immersing ourselves in their traditions and showing genuine interest in their lives. We focused on showing them our happiness, our unwavering commitment, and our deep respect for each other's backgrounds and cultures. Of course, difficult conversations happened, moments of tension and disagreement that tested our patience and resolve. But through it all, we faced them together, united in our love and determined to build a bridge between our families. We came to understand that our family's concerns didn't stem from malice, but from a place of deep love and a desire to protect us from potential heartache. We reassured them, not with empty promises, but with consistent actions that demonstrated our unwavering commitment to each other and to building a life together. Patience and consistency became our greatest allies, slowly but surely building trust and fostering understanding. And ultimately, love, shown through action, slowly won them over, transforming skepticism into acceptance and creating a bond that transcended cultural differences. As things grew serious, we knew we couldn't avoid the deeper questions. We had to address the fundamental aspects of our lives and how they would intertwine. It was a pivotal moment, a crossroads where we needed to understand each other's core beliefs and values. Faith, values, and our future became the central themes of our discussions. We realized that these weren't just abstract concepts, but the very foundation upon which we would build our life together. It was about understanding how our individual beliefs would shape our shared path. We set aside time, consciously and deliberately, for honest, vulnerable conversations. These weren't casual chats. They were deep dives into our souls, requiring courage and openness. We created a safe space where we could express our deepest convictions without fear of judgment. I shared how Christianity shaped me, how it had influenced my values, my worldview, and my understanding of love and compassion. I spoke of the traditions, the stories, and the spiritual practices that had guided me throughout my life. Samir spoke of Islam as his foundation, the bedrock upon which he built his life. He explained the principles of peace, justice, and submission to God that were central to his faith. He shared the beauty of the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. We found common ground in kindness, honesty, and service to others. These were the values that transcended our religious differences, the principles that united us in our shared humanity. We discovered that we both strive to live lives of purpose and meaning. The hardest talk, children. This was the most challenging and sensitive topic we faced. It required us to confront our deepest fears and hopes about the future. How would we raise them? What values would we instill? How would we navigate the complexities of raising children in an interfaith household? These questions weighed heavily on our minds. We agreed our home would honor both faiths. It would be a sanctuary where both Christianity and Islam were respected and celebrated. We envisioned a space filled with love, understanding, and acceptance. Our children would learn about Jesus and the Prophet Muhammad, gaining knowledge and appreciation for both traditions. They would understand the similarities and differences between our faiths, fostering a sense of empathy and respect for diverse beliefs. Celebrate Christmas and Eid, experiencing the joy and meaning of both holidays. We would create traditions that honored both our religious heritages, weaving together the best of both worlds. We'd give them knowledge and love from both traditions, empowering them to make informed decisions about their own spiritual paths. We would provide them with a strong foundation of faith and values, while also encouraging them to think critically and independently. The choice of belief would be theirs when ready. We would never force our beliefs upon them, but rather guide them on their own journey of self-discovery. We trusted that they would find their own way to connect with the divine. Our job: raise compassionate, ethical humans, individuals who would contribute positively to the world. We wanted to instill in them a sense of social responsibility and a commitment to justice and equality. This wasn't compromise, it was creation. It wasn't about giving up our individual beliefs, but about building something new and beautiful together. It was about embracing our differences and finding strength in our diversity. We built a new family culture, one that was uniquely ours, a blend of our individual heritages and shared values. It was a culture of love, respect, and understanding, where everyone felt valued and accepted, honoring both pasts and forging a unique future. A future where our children would be proud of their heritage and confident in their identity. We were creating a legacy of love and understanding that would last for generations to come. That conversation solidified our belief. We could build a life together, a life filled with love, purpose, and meaning. It was a testament to our commitment to each other and our willingness to embrace our differences. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but we were ready to face the challenges together. With faith and family addressed, we focused on merging our lives. Our kitchen became a fusion. Apple pie and dal, Midwest and Mumbai. Home decor reflected both heritages. Islamic calligraphy beside a wooden cross, Bible next to Quran. We created new traditions. Storytelling Sundays, a gratitude jar. These rituals grounded us in love and respect. We were intentional with every choice, always checking in with each other. Disagreements happened, often rooted in culture. But we returned to our core commitment. Our home didn't erase differences, it celebrated them. We became architects of our own world. Building together was sometimes hard, but always worth it. Our shared life was a testament to unity and diversity. Our wedding was the ultimate expression of our journey. It wasn't just Christian or Muslim, it was both and more. We chose a neutral garden with two officiants, a minister and an imam. The ceremony blended Bible and Quran readings, creating harmony. Our vows promised love, respect, and lifelong learning. We exchanged rings and circled 7 times, blending Western and Indian traditions. The reception was a fusion. American and Indian food, Sinatra and Bollywood, families dancing together. In that moment, we saw our vision come to life. 2 families became one. Our wedding wasn't an ending, but a joyful beginning. It was proof that 2 worlds could truly unite. Our shared life started with a celebration of both heritages. Love across cultures is a profound gift, but it takes work. Communicate relentlessly. Have the hard, awkward, vulnerable conversations. Don't let assumptions fester. Ask questions and create a safe space. Get comfortable with discomfort. It's a sign of growth. Embrace awkwardness and laugh at missteps. Be a student of each other's culture. Read, listen, taste, learn. This isn't abandoning your identity, but expanding it. Show genuine interest. It says, all of you is welcome here. Stand united when facing outside pressure. Your primary loyalty is to each other. Protect your relationship fiercely. Your love is your sanctuary. Together you can face any challenge. Our story isn't a fairy tale. It's a testament to love's power to build bridges. We began as strangers from different worlds. Now, we're a family. Our life is a tapestry. Christianity and Islam, Ohio and Mumbai, apple pie and biryani. Our differences became our strength. Faith is not a label, but love in practice. We found God in the space between us, mutual respect and unwavering support. To those on a similar path, don't be afraid. Your journey may be complex, but the rewards are immeasurable. Love is a force that unites, not divides. Our story proves love in its purest form always wins. Commend, like, and subscribe if you enjoy this content.